Okay, when I say good morning, I want you folks to scream good morning. One, two, three. Good morning. How are you? Woohoo! Let's pop it up a notch here. How are you? I love it. That's awesome. Welcome to Jill of All Trades 2025. We are in our 10th delivery. Can you believe it? 10 years of Jill of All Trades. And we are across North America. So very, very excited for you to be here. I'm not going to take up much time. So we'll have a couple of guests today and a very special keynote, whom I'm sure you're very excited to see and hear. But I wanted to go over what's in your backpacks. So that's really important. You will find safety glasses must be worn in the shop all the time. And you also have protective foot equipment on your feet, must be in the shops at all time. You're wearing it all day. Y'all look good with them on. Yay, woohoo. Your hair should be up if you're in the shops, just so you don't get it tangled in the equipment. And in your luggage tag, this is a very important item. Your luggage tag has a candy bar ticket. Candy bar runs all day after your first workshop. A lunch ticket. That's important because there is a barbecued burger bar at lunch hour. And also a water bottle ticket. So you get a free Jill of All Trades water bottle because we're trying to get really environmental here, and you'll be able to fill it all day. They are clean. We ran them through the industrial dishwasher. They are all very clean and will be filled with water for you. So very excited to offer that. On your tag is which workshop you're attending. So at the end of this part, I'll be calling out all the different workshops, and that will become your team for the day. And you will meet new people. It'll be very exciting. And we are so excited to have you here on campus. We just love that you're here, and what a great experience. Please talk to the people at the booths. There's tons of swag. And also get your picture done with the Pink Panther and our Condor, who is a Conestoga College mascot. So we're happy to have both the Pink Panther around all day and our mascot from the college. So get your picture in front of the Step and Repeat banner or in front of the Jill of All Trades sign. Please mention us in social media to all your friends. Take pictures where applicable. We just love to get everything going for Jill of All Trades. I would like to introduce Suzanne Moyer from the college. She is the Dean of Trades and Apprenticeship, and she's going to do our land acknowledgement.
Good morning, everybody. So at Conestoga College, we would like to acknowledge that in Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, and Brantford, we're located on the Haldeman Tract, land promised to the Haudenosaunee peoples of Six Nations, which includes 6 miles on either side of the Grand River. This is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and neutral peoples. To recognize the land is an expression of gratitude and appreciation to those whose territory we reside on, and a way of honoring the Indigenous people who've been living and working on the land for thousands of years. It's important to understand the long-standing history that has brought us to reside on the land and to seek to understand our place within that history. Thank you.
Thank you, Suzanne. Our next guest is our president, Dr. John Tibbetts from Conestoga College.
Thanks, Rosie. I wanted to say a little bit of background here about why this is happening. I mean, I guess we realized probably 10, 15 years ago that there was a huge shortage of skilled workers in the trades across Canada, probably in the United States also, but across Canada, huge shortage. But in particular, what was noticeable is that only about 5% of the skilled trade students and workers in industrial trades like construction, welding, whatever, are females. And there's a lot of opportunity there, a lot of jobs. And I think with what we're going to be going through with these tariffs and how we're going to have to diversify our economy and build things and change things, we're going to need more tradespeople. So one of the key people here was Rosie and I think Brenda, right? And they developed this program called Jill of All Trades. And we thought, well, this is a nice program. It was a pretty good program. And we started it here. But it's now morphed into something really spectacular. I think what you say, this is our 10th. We trademarked, when I say we, I meant the college. I'm just here to give a talk. These people did all the work, but I'm up here in the front here. But to the point we have, I think it's by the end of 27, we'll have 10,000 young women have participated in this Jill of All Trades. And we have operations now in the United States, I think 6 post-secondary institutions in the USA, and all three. You'll read, every so often you'll see in a social feed or whatever, Jill of All Trades at Cambrian or Jill of All Trades at SAIT out in Alberta. That's us. We're there working with them. This is important. This is a very important societal issue. Yeah, and we put a lot of investment in here. This facility and the other one together, this college has invested close to $300 million. This is the most modern trades facility you'll see in Canada by far. And what you should know too, this is not just me speaking. I know I'm the president here, but the point is we've been rated the last 2 years by Course Compare, which has 2,000 users, 2 million, I should say, the top trades college in Canada 2 years in a row, and the top Ontario college in general, but the trades college. There's a lot of opportunity here. And I'm happy. What do we have? About 325 young women here in attendance, 11 local school boards, and 1 private school. So you'll have a choice of 3 of 18 different workshops. And I also want to thank the school boards and also industry. A lot of you look around here. Why are the industry people here? They know this is important for them. All our programs, all the curriculum, the program is really developed in order to make sure that people can get jobs. So employers are here because they know how important it is. I won't list them all, but you can see them here. They're not showing up just because they have a nice day. They're showing up because they want you to know how important this is, how important it is to them. So we have sponsors, many industry sponsors. We have the student government supporting this, college administration, our faculty. We want to thank our faculty who are here today, all kinds of mentors, volunteers, and our North American brand. And as people say, it takes a village. And look at this now. We have 800 people on this campus involved in this today. I'm trying to remember when we started, it was a handful, right? And it's getting bigger and bigger. You're part of a movement, and I think hopefully if you decide to go in the trades, a lot of the people that are here that are going to speak are graduates of a trades program, and they're giving back. So I just want to say also, I think I'm supposed to introduce the next speaker, MPP Jess Dixon. I met her earlier. She's around here somewhere. There she is. Okay, Jess Dixon, if you could come forward and say a few words. Okay.
Thank you so much, John. Is this on? Yeah? Okay, great. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jess Dixon. I am a politician. I'm the MPP for Kitchener South Hespeler. I also work for the Minister of Education. Now, a lot of the time when you're a politician and you come to things like this, the ministry will give you, talking points of things that you're supposed to say. Am I reverberating or am I good? Do I sound weird? I sound weird in my head. Of things to say about, the money that my government's putting into this and how encouraging it is to get into the trades and that type of thing. And I don't like being told what to do, so I have never ever read a speech in my life, and I'm not going to start now. That would just not be on brand. What I wanted to tell you guys is, first of all, I am so proud of all of you for being here. This is often out of our comfort zones, right? We're here, we're on a trade campus, we're about to do a bunch of things that we maybe haven't done before, and we know what it's like, right? When you're a girl, You have dads, you have brothers, you have uncles, you have boyfriends that are sometimes act like, I mean, that's not really your area, right? You know, like they get opportunities to do things that we just don't get. And sometimes they can make it kind of uncomfortable to do it. You know, you feel like you're being watched way more than a boy would be when you go and do something. Now, what I wanted to tell you is this is more than just like, I'm not going to talk to you about, sort of the getting to the trades as though it's this binary decision of trades or not trades. So as I said, I'm a politician. I'm also a lawyer. I was a Crown prosecutor for 10 years before I became a politician. So I, put people in jail. So I have stood in front of rapists and murderers. I've spoken in government. I work with a lot of men who, think that they know better than me. And what I will tell you is, so I've done a lot of things that you would probably say, the outside observer would say, she's done some pretty hard things. She's done some hard things. She has courage. She's gone up against a lot of people. But I will tell you, the thing that has given me, and I'm not exaggerating, more confidence than anything else I've ever done is a few years ago, I bought my first house, and it was a fixer-upper. So it had a good roof, everything else about it, not good, uninhabitable. And when I bought it, the only thing I knew how to do was paint. I could paint, and I had a two-door Honda Civic. And I had no money to pay anybody to do anything. So I knew how to paint, I had a house, I had a Honda Civic, and I had YouTube. And I said, I went in there with paintbrushes. And over the years, I did that house myself. So I know how to put in windows, I know how to build, I know how to put in toilets, I can build a deck, I can build a fence, I have a truck now, I have way better tools than my dad or any of my ex-boyfriends have. And frankly, when I go into, when I go into court or when I go to Queen's Park, and again, you have just a bunch of dudes, honestly, I know that, okay, I'm coming here with a law degree, I'm pretty smart. Also, I can build a fence, and you probably can't. So what you are going to learn here today, what you're going to experience here today is the beginning, the feeling like I can tell you the first time that I used my table saw to like rip boards, which is kind of a terrifying thing to do the first time you do it. It's a very, very big machine, and your fingers are like very close to it. Realizing that I had become completely confident and comfortable with being able to do that type of thing, that confidence came with me and still comes with me to everything that I do. So this is just about dipping your toe into the water. As I said, by being here, you are being so brave, you are being so courageous. I am so incredibly proud of you. And what I can tell you is that whether or not you go into the trades, whether or not you pursue this, it will never in your life be a bad thing if you know how to operate a drill, ever. Like that will stand you in good stead. So guys, today, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Don't be afraid to screw up. You're not expected to be good at this. I was really, really bad at everything that I did. A lot of times that I did it until, finally I got good enough. Or, in the case of doing moldings, you just realize that if you put enough caulking paint on it and nobody looks too closely, you're probably fine. So no one's expecting you to be perfect about this. We're just so glad that you're here. We're so glad that you're stepping out of that comfort zone. And one other thing to remember, and I speak from experience here, how I talked about how boys and men have that sort of aura of confidence, better than you. Yeah, they come in and they kind of pull their pants up. I used to have these bunch of male neighbors that I swear would be in a lineup outside of my house every morning to be like, oh, I'm not sure you really needed a 6x6 on that one, huh? What I will tell you is because you are, in some cases, being opposed, because you are being questioned, if you decide to do this, you will be better than most of the men because you will be cautious, you will be careful, you will probably read the instructions, and your stubbornness to persevere is what will take you through. So have a wonderful day. As I said, don't be scared to screw up. No one is expecting you to be perfect. And I am so glad you are here, and I am so incredibly proud of all of you for being here.
Thank you very much, Jess Dixon. Wonderful to have you here. I think we need to do another welcome. How are you? And welcome. Oh my goodness, one more time and let's blow the roof off. How are you? I love it. That's excellent. Thank you. Okay, our next guest speaker is somebody maybe you have heard of. She is our North American brand ambassador, HGTV show host on Trading Up, CEO, founder, and president of Freshco, not the grocery store, has won numerous awards across national, across Canada. Well, why don't we just run her introductory video? Mandy Renahan.
Let's kick it up a notch.
From humble roots as a construction worker and handywoman on the East Coast to building a multi-million-dollar empire, Mandy Renahan has been named one of Canada's top 100 most powerful women.
I'm known as being the biggest ambassador and advocate for an industry that's never been looked at as a first-class profession.
I want you to think about what our lives, what your lives would be like every day without the function of blue collar. You would not have clothes, you would not have soap, you would not have water, you would not have a ground, you would not have a car. You would be standing here trying to cover up what God gave you because there'd be nothing.
An all-new series called Trading Up with Mandy Renahan premieres tonight on HGTV Canada.
How do you say hot with a capital H? This book is, well, it's everything from, I will tell you, it's the furthest thing from fiction.
Wow.
It's real.
You are one of the country's top business people, and Stats Canada indicates that more than 140,000 businesses are LGBT owned.
I was born like this. I wake up like this. Having a sense of pride makes everything in the world extraordinary. Thoughtfulness is something that I hold dear to my heart because I think that the world's lacking a lot of it. Yay! Okay, one more. I heard it. Yeah, there we go.
Bears like to hug, and boy, do they give a big juicy one.
That's why they call me Bear.
I'm the blue collar CEO, and I am redefining the collar blue and changing the goddamn answer to what do you want to be when you grow up. Thank you. Woo! Hi, gals! Woo! Hi, hi, hi! Hey! Hi, gals! Welcome, everybody! Woo! Now, first of all, where are my helpers? Hello, 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 everybody. We got Alex the Great. We got Megan. I mean, look at her hair. Can everybody just look at her hair? I mean, how freaking awesome is that, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to launch some really great, are you ready, everybody? Some really great Building Trades Freshco t-shirts. Now, if you have goggles on, you should probably put them on because I am not the best shot in the world. So everybody oh, wow, you're ready. Okay, ready? If I can't hear you, I'm not going to shoot it at you. Woo! Are you ready? What happened? Look, they're over there going, I didn't do that, Bear. I didn't do that. You ready? Ready? It's not working. Just like our audio. What in the love of God is happening today, kids? Hey, is the thing on? I don't know. No. Is it on? Yeah. Hold on.
Let me just push it all the way.
Pushing it all the way. Watch, kids. Okay, we might have two coming. Ready? That's what happened to me. Ready? No! That's it. Are you ready? Okay. Guess what? I was a ball player when I was a kid. Woo! 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 Ready? Ready? Woo! I wanted to use that gun so bad. Ready? Woo! 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 Ready? I can't hear you! Woo! One more. I can't hear you. Hey, ready? My God, I still got a great arm. Woo! Okay, kids, you go out in the back. Take them and throw them to the girls in the back. In the back, in the back. Woo! One more. You want a bum bump? You ready? We gonna arm wrestle for this, you and me? You want to arm wrestle? I'm just gonna give it to you because you're gonna beat me. I didn't get to use my launcher. I'm so sad. Somebody complain to somebody, will they? Okay. Next time. Okay, gals, as you can see, I don't know how to not tell you the truth. I wake up every morning like this, and I'm authentic because, well, I am from the East Coast. So, I mean, over there we have great livers and great personalities. So why I'm so excited to talk to you today, and other than you've seen on the screen, is I want to know in this room who wants to be a millionaire. No, I sorry, I didn't hear you. Who wants to be a millionaire? In the back, who wants to be a millionaire? Woo! My second question to you is, who wants to be rich? Now, what I do want to tell you is the difference between being a millionaire and the difference in being rich. The fact of the matter is, girls, is that I didn't have this when I grew up. I didn't have a Mandy Renahan to come and launch t-shirts at my eyes. I didn't have anybody to tell me where I was going and how I was going to get there. The reality is that why do I want you all to be millionaires? Because I am one. I didn't come from a famous last name. I didn't come from a place that made millionaires. I just went out and I took it. And being a millionaire has allowed me, gals, to build my own house. It allowed me to build my mother and my father a house. It allowed me to buy them whatever they wanted. Imagine buying your parents whatever they wanted. That's rich. That gives you a pride that nobody can ever take away from you. That's the happiness that's made me more of a millionaire. Because the more money I make, the more I give. Why? Because it's what makes me rich. So remember that. I want to tell you all a little story about, there's so much going on. Does anybody have their phone on them there? I promise I won't look at it. Okay, my friend, come on. Now you got to get up and come over here. First of all, I need a hug. Okay. Look at the headset on you. Mine's kind of nice. Yours kind of nicer, though. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Can I have that for a second? I'll bring it right back to you, I promise. Okay. You can go back down, and I promise you, if you don't get it in 5 minutes, come looking for me, okay? All right. You see this, everybody? We didn't have those back then. I used to sleep in my truck with a little phone that had a wire on it because I was afraid that I'd miss a call from a customer. It was fun. This here has allowed the company that we call Freshco, not the grocery store, to do phenomenal things. Don't laugh, it's true. Because I wanted to swear, but they're not going to let me. Freshco, not the bleep, bleep, bleep grocery store. I was here first, but you can read all about that. The point is that this here, we've used as a tool to be able to give people more opportunities, more efficiencies, more things, but this also can make you unrich. You have to decipher what you're going to use social media for today. And the reason why I'm saying this is to you is because I am social media zero. It is not what I do. What I want to tell you is that you have an opportunity today that a lot of people didn't have. The trades are something that you weren't not even allowed, but you never thought could be for you. Did you ever think that you were going to come here today, my friend, and look at a crazy person on stage throwing t-shirts at your eyes? No. But how does it feel? Good. It feels really good. Do you know that in October I married the love of my life? That really cute redhead that's walking around here. When everybody in this room starts hearing about the doom and gloom, I want to tell you what is fantastic that's happening today, and I want you to stay focused on that. You are here. I mentored a woman 2 years ago that came to me and said, Mandy, I want to start the first women's soccer league in Canada. And I went, woo! And guess what we have now? A women's soccer league. I was watching the other night, of course, we're not going to talk about Toronto because that's going to make us all sad. But all of a sudden, the camera went to all these gals playing hockey at the other arena. Then there was a little tear that came to my eye. And you want to know why? Because underneath all of this strength that you're seeing in front of you, I was quite the athlete when I was your age. I was so good that they kept me on for as long as they could. But I had to get changed in the canteen because there was no place for me to get changed. So at 14, I couldn't play hockey anymore. But man, was I good. Sid still sends me a little text. Sid's Crosby, and he goes, you know, Mandy, you were probably better than me. And I said, you know I was better than you. The point is that today nobody's telling you that there's no place for you to not get changed. Nobody. Oh, here, Frank. It's been 5 minutes, right? She's like, yeah, it's been 7. When you look at the opportunities that I present in front of you today, it's about the fact that not only do we have women's soccer teams, do we have women hockey, but not only that, they're making a shit ton of money. You want to know why? Because women are awesome. I just want to go back and I want to show you that not only am I rich, not only am I a millionaire, but I married my same-sex partner in October with no stress. You live in a country, gals. You live in a country. Do you believe what I'm saying? Okay, good. Because she's looking and going, I'm not sure if I'm really buying what you're putting out there. You live in a country that believes that you are an equal. You live in a country that every man and woman in this room, Rosie, stand up. That lady right there works around the clock so you could have what you have here today. I mean, I'm only the entertainment, kids. I don't do all the hard work. They do the hard work. And every man that's in this room goes home and goes, you should have seen the girls today. A lot of the teachers will come to me, gals, and you know what they'll say to me? They'll lean over and they'll go, hey, Mandy, can you bring more girls? And I said, why are we whispering? And they're like, I really don't know. Because women come with a different set of directions, and the world has caught on. Women come with 3 hormones, and men come with 1. We're not the same. We don't need to be, but we're equal. And the fact of the matter is, gals, is that all those teachers that whisper about you, they see the potential in you. They see when you show up on a job site. We put something out on social media about 3 years ago, and it said, how would you feel if a gal showed up on your doorstep to give you a quote for your renovation? It was like a bad fart that spread across the country. People went crazy because that's who they want to see, gals. They want to see you showing up on their doorstep because women bring a different game. And you may be all women. You're going to bring the guys in and they're going to bring you in. But remember, you live in a country right now that believes that you're awesome sauce. Say that again. That's right! Now today, everybody, you are going to go to different stations. You're going to see different things, and I just want to let you right out the gate. There's going to be things that you look at and go, when is my time up? And then there's going to be stuff that you're going to go, why can't I stay longer? And then there's going to be parts of you that are going to go, I want to be all of this. But remember the two things of what I am. I left home with a dirty hockey bag full of everything I had in it at 17. I had a little bit of personality, a lot of ambition, and then I figured out I was gay. What a resume. Remember, kids, that was 33 years ago. I just got good skin, right? 33 years ago. I'm a pilot project that went really right. You gals have already been pushed to the front of the line to just jump in. So this is what I want you to do today. I want to hear one thing. What are girls? One more time. For the road. Go enjoy your day. Woo! 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 Did I scare you? I scared me that time. Awesome. Go get it. They turned my mic off. No, they didn't. Oh, sorry, Rosie. It's time for me to leave. Okay, goodbye. All right.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mandy Renahan. Give it